Good morning. Let's try that again. Good Monday morning to ya. We are back on our way to Graceland. So yesterday's clips, I don't know if I'm gonna throw them into this video or the one before. You'll probably know, but I don't know yet. Anyway, but it was a little iffy because your girl got real tired yesterday. Yesterday, and I could not focus. Like it was everything in me to try and get to the place because I've been not having sleep because I was so excited. So it hit me. But I've had 7 hours of sleep now. I've had a good breakfast. I have had some coffee, and I am ready for Elvis week. So we are heading to is it 6 hours? Is it a 6 hour event?
10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Well, like 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 5 hour event, which we get a break in between, so don't be like, oh, I would never. But it is an event, and it's got all of his close family and friends and people who worked with him, both in music and his personal life and all that stuff. So Priscilla's gonna be there, which is hella exciting. I'll try to explain a little bit about who you're looking at. Excuse me, who you're looking at the moment, because I know you guys are like just gonna be looking at people having no idea who these are. So I'll put like a little caption or tell you later, whatever. So yesterday we saw Sun Studios, and it ended up just being like bands playing, which it was still fun. It was good. It just wasn't what we thought it was gonna be. We thought they were gonna talk about his time in Sun Studios, but they did not. But the producer, his son was there, and also Jerry Lee Lewis's drummer was there, because if you don't know, Jerry Lee Lewis came out of Sun Studios as well, and so did Johnny Cash, and so did Carl Perkins. Anyway,
and they played all of their songs. They played a bunch of different songs.
Yeah, they played a bunch of different songs. I didn't necessarily know them all, so my favorite part was the Elvis section.
Which is very little.
It was little, but it was still good. It was a good intro since we were so tired that we just could not. So this is currently scaring me by putting lipstick on and turning at a red light. I was wondering how that was gonna happen. She did it, people. She did it. So anyway, so it was good. It was a nice like little easing into Elvis week since we were both exhausted, and now we are hitting the ground running. What do you think? Hitting the ground running?
Hitting the ground running. Here
we go. So you come with us. Hopefully I'll be better at the vlogging thing now that I'm not exhausted to hold my hand up, because this is like a workout, you know? Anyways, so here we go, turning on Elvis Presley Boulevard. Let me just show you. Nothing too fancy, but do you see that sign? It obviously didn't used to be called this. They changed. Okay, cars, why you gotta be getting my shot? There we are. But they obviously didn't used to be called that. I have no idea what the sign. You know what this road was originally called?
I think it was like a highway, but they changed it while Elvis was still living. Yeah, he was still living, and they changed the name. So, I mean, it makes it easy to find Graceland. Yeah. Where's Graceland? Oh, Highway 57 Northeast. No, just Elvis Presley Boulevard. Easy. So hopefully we see the mansion today. We did not see the mansion yesterday. They built a whole new complex. That's why I don't know what I told you guys yesterday, so let me just tell you now. They built a whole new complex. They used to have an old one. They just opened it in March, April, something like that. And it's a huge, brand new complex with all the eating and dining. Eating and dining is the same thing. Dining and shopping and museums and all that stuff. Here we go. It's got all those things in one place, and they have a brand new 5-star hotel they built. We're gonna try and see that at some point. So you just come along and I'll tell you what we're doing when, because we are a one thing at a time type of people. At least right now. So anyway, we got to get there. It starts in an hour. That's not too bad. Okay, bye.
In front of people. I was a wrestler in high school and college. My first varsity wrestling meet. We're wrestling a team.
In the presence of royalty. I mean, I don't know of a better way to say it.
The toughest job I think probably someone had was to be those cops with your back. To know that if I could turn around, he's standing right there. I gotta do my job, you know.
Well, no, all the time the ones in the aisle would turn around. And don't forget, there's nothing happening until he throws a scarf. And then, but if you turn around then, that whole aisle is coming in and just crush you.
You're flat at your face.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. I think I told you the story about me getting my eye cut.
I just glanced at it and I thought it was $300. Well, no big deal. And the flight engineer and the other pilot was just really going crazy over it. And I wasn't paying attention to it. So the pilot says, "Ron, give me the airplane. Look at that check." I looked at the check and it was $3,000, $1,000 a piece. "Enjoy it," he says.
Wow. Got their love torches burning when they should be playing it cool. I used to laugh, but now I'm the same. Take a look at a brand new fool.
You know, when you're traveling across a distance, this guy had pulls out this samurai sword that he had used in World War II. And I looked at the sword and kind of backed away from him a little bit because I wanted to make sure he was still on friendly with us. Yeah. And I said, "Well, I don't know," because Elvis is doing, and he gets real close to her, and I backed up and finally I pulled out my pistol and I said, "If you come back at me with that damn sword again, I'm gonna shoot you." He closed it up, put it in the drawer that some 38 whatever years later is found and discovered, and that's how that sword got there. Nobody knew. He apparently never.
Fools fall in love just like schoolgirls, blinded by rose-colored dreams.
I want these for you. There you go. Look at that. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Please wish him a happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday.
Thank you. There's a shot, you know, you run, get in the car. And so Elvis was a little bit, paranoid is too strong a word, but he was certainly aware of his public exposure. And he certainly didn't want to get, you know, assassinated. And there had been some assassinations. And so we told him to run and get in the car. But we came out of this loading dock, and it was Elvis and Dick and Joe and Ginger and I. And I think in that shot, on the left side, you see a little girl's head sticking up out of that blue dumpster. Well, see, folks, we didn't have iPhone cameras then. We had cameras that had flash cubes. And every now and then, a flash cube would explode. So this little girl pops her head up and takes a picture of Elvis, and the flash cube exploded. And Dick and I, we knew what it was, but Elvis thought it was a gunshot. And so his instinct kicks in, so he runs to the edge of the loading dock. There were steps, by the way, he was supposed to go down. And he runs to the edge of the loading dock, puts one hand down, leaps off, and never spilled a drop of that water. And you can see that normally we're not a step and a half behind him. We're usually in front of him, but we're both kind of, you know, now we've got to hustle off and get off the loading dock, and there's poor old Joe Esposito who had to help him off.
Everything that he did just was successful.
Yeah. What was his definition of success at that point? What did he want from music?
I think, this is my opinion, of course, but you know, the Blackwood Brothers Quartet were members of our church. And they were on the circuit. I guess you would say that they would go to different churches and different ministries, opportunities, and sing. And his love was gospel music. And he loved so many of the gospel quartets at that time. So
Sam wasn't getting it, and he didn't quite have the courage to do what he really wanted to do. So he acted like he took a break.
Yeah.
And he went out and made sure the doors were open. Huh?
He acted like what?
He was taking a break.
Oh, yeah.
And he started playing around and stuff.
I used to laugh, but now I'm the same. I take a look at a brand new fool. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home.